I'm coming down along Shibama now.
Yeah, sharp. Just turn towards Gary main direction on Philemon's cut line and keep coming, you'll see me.
Okay, sorry.
Sharp, Charles, just pull in when you get your info.
Okay, thanks.
Guys, now this one I'm really hoping it's going to stand up. Yeah, boy Aubrey, as soon as you've joined Charles, I'll pull out for whoever's next. We've had a nice look already. Just hoping this young one maybe stands up for us. Reason being is, like I said, I'm really looking for... Oh, we're back on the female. Sorry, my monitor's not working this afternoon, guys. So if I sometimes talk about something different from what you're looking at, that's why. Like I said, IDing is very important here for us to keep track of these dogs, to see which individual is doing what. This female, easy to recognize from that little notch out of her left ear. And that youngster we were being entertained by that's lying on the road, if it stands up we'll see it properly, but it looks like it's got extremely blotchy markings on the right front leg, and that would be a very good way to ID it in future. Oh, yeah, the other two young ones coming out as well. Oh, fantastic, all three of the young ones on the road. Doesn't really get much better than this. Now look at the one that's standing now, of the three, Rob. Sorry, I'm just going to talk. And remember, the one had that nice black mark straight through the white part of the tail. The one that's standing at the moment, when it moves again, you'll see it's got a mostly white tail, but it's got that little bit of a black fleck in it. So that means already we've pretty much got these four ID'd from very easy to recognize ID marks, which is good. We don't have to use the spot patterns on the body so much. We can literally look at the tail of most of them. Got the one with the black mark through the tail, easy to see in future. Just going to get some more ID shots as well. We've got the other one with a little bit of just like a black spot in the tail, and the one that's still lying down, what it looked like earlier when it was playing like that, it's got a pure white tail. So it means the three young ones we can recognize just from the tails. Look at that, perfect. And then of course the adult. At the moment easy, it's the only adult here, but even if other adults join the pack, you'll always recognize her from that notch in the ear. So all four of these dogs we will be able to recognize in future. Yago. No, Morris, you can keep coming in for. Charles is going to join very shortly. Aubrey will join just after him, and then I'll pull out and there's space for you. So keep coming in for. At the moment, still just Lalapan's here. Afternoon, Brian. Go. Okay, cool, Bob. Now pull in. Morris, if you copied that, maybe just slow down a little bit, and then by the time Morris is close by, the guys can just work out who's next. But yeah, keep coming. Charles again. Go, Aubrey.
I think I meet the guys from Shibam Road, and I'm coming from the south. I didn't go anymore from Babush Road. So you on the western side of the block or you in the road?
No, I'm on the road. I'm right on top of the road. My Dutch is lying on the Ndlela. It's from Shibam Road if you drive towards Gowrie Main. So it's between Shibam Road Junction and Gowrie Main or Zoe's Road Junction on Philemon's cut line.
Okay, confirm Zoe's Road.
Note Luton 4 on Philemon's cut line. On Philemon's cut line itself, between Zoe's Road Junction and Shibam Road Junction. So if you go from Shibam Road and you get to Philemon's cut line and you turn south or southwest, you just keep fumbling and then you'll see us. Also, I think Charles must be close by now.
Yeah, WildEarth chances at Garmin now, heading west.
Yeah, or I'm not sure now if maybe you misunderstood me, but I'm on Philemon's cut line on the road. I'm sitting here on the road.
Okay, we're coming back to Philemon's cut line. Peter, coming to Brian.
Go, Brian.
I'm approaching Shabam now. How far south of Shabam on the cut line are you?
Just keep coming. I can see your mobile through the trees. Probably another 100 meters.
Yes, I'll be cautious.
Guys, sorry, there's lots of people interested to see these dogs, but what's also interesting, and which is a very good thing that's interesting, looking at these young ones lying in the road, is they've got a relatively full belly. Look at the guy that's lying side onto us, especially. You can see the belly is nice and full, so it means they've had a meal somewhere today. Yago? Yeah, James, no problem. I'm going to be pulling out quite soon. Brian, Charles and Aubrey are going to get here about the same time. Then Morris is next, and that's everyone I know of so far. Charles, or whoever gets here first, will be on lock.
Don't forget about Richard, eh?
Sorry, Richard, I didn't know it was a separate vehicle. Cool, well then Morris, Richard, and then James.
Okay, so long as somebody calls me and thank you. Yeah, Richard's right with me, back in the Djuma's coming now.
Okay, copy, Brian. Sorry, I thought you meant on the vehicle with you earlier. Yeah, just pulling. You guys are closest. Charles again.
Yeah, I'm coming off along Philemon's cut line now.
Okay, Charles, I can book out your Mova as well. Charles, I'm going to give the lock to you. As you hear, there's Maningi Movas coming. Richard and Brian are just pulling in from the north. And then it's all open here. So I don't know, maybe if you want to let another Mova in, that's up to you. I'm going to make space for you guys. Sorry, that's just fortunately the just logistical politics of being in this area. There's lots of vehicles descending on it. This is a very exciting sighting. Look at that last view, enjoy it. We're going to have to pull out, but fantastic sighting. There you can see it. Just to finalize that, it was really awesome to see them in the open. What we've also managed to do is get IDs on all four of them, so we'll be able to recognize them in future. Here's Aubrey coming in, and there's a question or two, but we're going to get to those just now. In the meantime, I'm sure you enjoyed it as much as we did. That was very good. Now we're going to start heading. I understood Jan correctly was breaking up quite a lot. Michelle, I think you asked about how old wild dogs get to. Your kids were asking. We'll get to that just in a second. We're one more second on the road. I live to about sort of 4 to 8 years to make it a wider bracket. Depends a lot on what kind of food they have and what kind of habitat they have and how easily their lives are. But so let's say 4 to 6 years probably on average in this area. So it's a relatively short period of time compared to, let's say, lions that live, you know, a big male lion lives to about 8 or 10 years old, the females maybe a few years more. So not that long, which means they literally need to add new members into the pack every year, or successfully at least every 2 years to keep that pack running. Oh, that was fantastic. A little bit of craziness in the end there. So maybe, Randy, to come back to your question earlier, people have just featured at the top end of that list again. But certainly wild dogs are one of my favorite animals as well. They really are very cool. And it's such an exciting thing to see them, for what the opportunity to see wild dog, what that represents in terms of seeing a species that is so rare, a species that was on the brink of extinction not so long ago, and even at the moment sort of dancing around the edges of it. So just for seeing them is very exciting. And obviously as individual animals or as a species, they are a lot of fun as well. As you guys saw the other day with Rexton, they can cover a lot of ground very fast. So always exciting to watch them. Luckily for us, they were nice and relaxed. Bellies were quite full, which is a good sign. And I'm very excited. I managed to get pictures of all four of them. So it's another bonus.